Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to begin the International Canal Forum Nagoya 2020. Diverse guests will talk about the waterfront all over the world, and day one is from Aichi University from the Global Convention Hall. If things were as they should be, we would have wanted you all to come to this venue and to create this international, but with COVID-19, we have suddenly decided to hold this mainly online. And the 3-day conference can be watched over YouTube and Zoom. For the details, please go to the International Canal Forum Nagoya 2020 official website. Now, we would like to move forward. First, from the International Canal Forum, Chair of the Executive Committee, we'd like to have a few words from Nobuhiro Okuno.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for your kind introduction. I am Okino. International Canal Forum Nagoya 2020 would like to welcome participants from around the country and around the world. Since the Industrial Revolution, canals in cities around the world served as a most important urban infrastructure that supported life and livelihood. Fast forward several centuries, canals are again becoming valuable assets that revitalizes urban cities of the 21st century. The second national spatial strategy adopted by the government in 2015 has positioned Nagoya as the state-of-the-art manufacturing hub that is strongest in the world. Eyeing the completion of the linear Central Shinkansen, it is also expected to serve as the core city in the super mega region concept set forth by the government. In Nagoya, there are two major canals. One is Horikawa, that was fundamental to the success of Nagoya Castle Town, and the other is Nakagawa Canal, that was indispensable for the development of modern industries. It is a great source of joy and pride to witness the endeavor initiating in Nagoya to make the best use of canals to promote diversity and intellect and to create a sustainable society. This event is an outcome of years of conceptualization and preparation by Canal, made possible by generous support by a number of businesses, organizations, and the government sector in and out of the country. I would also like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt thanks for your support. We wish we could meet face to face, but I would like to close my remarks by hoping for all of the participants. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, the hosting city, Nagoya City's mayor, Takashi Kawamura, has sent us a message, and I would like to read it out in his place. Congratulations on holding the International Canal Forum Nagoya 2020. To everyone who worked so hard to make this possible, starting with the Nagoya Canal Art, I offer my deepest gratitude. At this forum, many experts from both within and outside Japan, and local businesses, and many others are taking part. This, I feel, is because so many people are enthusiastic about how they want to develop the waterside in cities in the future and what they want it to be like. At Nagoya City, to revitalize the Nakagawa Canal, about 9 years ago, we drew up the Nakagawa Canal Revitalization Plan, and based on this plan, aiming for a canal where people can relax, feel enriched, and have a good time, we are moving forward with our efforts. This forum will host discussions from a global perspective, and for the waterside and Nakagawa Canal, considered #1 in the Orient when it was built and the pride of Nagoya, This is an opportunity to seek possibilities for waterside areas and the future, and promises to be extremely meaningful. Going forward, in Nagoya, the Maglev Chuoshin and other waterside areas. Takashi Kawamura, Mayor of Nagoya. That was a message from the mayor. And next, starting with Nakagawa Canal, the manager of the port of Nagoya, the governor of Aichi Prefecture, Omura Hideaki, has sent us a message. I would like to read it out in his place. Hello to everyone taking part today. I am the president of the Nagoya Port Authority, the governor of Aichi Prefecture, Hideaki Omura. With the outlook for COVID-19 unclear, globally, the situation remains extremely tough. But thanks to efforts by the organizers, such as holding this forum online, it has become possible to hold this International Canal Forum Nagoya 2020. And I would like to offer my heartfelt congratulations. The Nagoya Port Authority manages the Nakagawa Canal since 1932, when it began full operations. The canal has supported this region's development as the main artery for water transportation. But since the late 1960s, logistics have undergone change, switching from water to overland transportation. Therefore, in 2012, based on these changes, we drew up the Nakagawa Canal Revitalization Plan with our revitalization philosophy and policies. Under the revitalization plan, while respecting the history of the Nakagawa Canal, we aim to find new value and roles, to be reborn as a canal that offers a place to relax, feel enriched, and have a good time. Along the Nakagawa Canal, we have been attracting cafe restaurants and other festive facilities, improving water quality through water circulation with the neighboring Horikawa River, advancing efforts for revitalization. Lastly, I hope that the wisdom and discussions of all canal and waterfront-related participants today will lead to further promotion of future canal revitalization. Hideaki Omura, Governor of Aichi Prefecture. That was a message from the governor. Next, from the United Nations Center for Regional Development, we would like to invite the director, Kazushige Endo, to give us a few words.
Thank you very much for your kind introduction. I am Endo of UNCRD. Dr. Okuno, the member of the steering committee of this forum, participants, guests, and audience. Congratulations on the opening of the International Canal Forum Nagoya 2020. Back in 2019, in the summertime, I was invited to this forum. UNCRD, during the period of rapid economic development in Japan in the 60s, was created to share the development model with developing countries. UNCRD has enjoyed a close relationship with International Canal Forum over the years. It is a great source of joy to be able to deliver some remarks at the outset of the International Canal Forum Nagoya 2020 I would like to share with you two important points. One is about SDGs and city planning and regional development. Now I would like to put up my slides. Back in 2019, in the summertime, I was given an invitation to this event. That was also the time when SDGs have been drawing much attention in Nagoya, Toyohashi, and other municipalities, because Nagoya has been and its neighboring cities have been selected as the future cities under the banner of SDGs. And CANAL was already positioned as a key word for sustainable development. As many of you are aware, Nakagawa Canal connects Sasajima and Nagoya Port. Socioeconomic development demanded good use of Nakagawa Canal, and that has been the story of Nakagawa canals. The graph shows the transportation via Nakagawa Canal. Back in 1960s, the amount of cargo passage peaked at about 4 million tons. 7 years later, in 1971, UNCRD was established in Nagoya. As mentioned at the outset, the aim of UNCRD is to share Japan's successful development model with developing countries. And Nakagawa Canal was hence included as within the scope of research of UNCRD. And I believe that many visited Nakagawa Canal back then. Around that time, I also learned that UNCRD was established in Nagoya thanks to the invitation by the industry leaders within this region. In late April, about 1 month ago, I had an opportunity to travel from Sasagawa to Matsujima Lock. And visiting the sites, I learned of the deterioration of water quality from Showa to Heisei period. Pumping for circulation of water and sophisticated water filtration technologies have been employed to improve the water quality, and that was something that I learned when I had occasion to visit this area at the end of April. And initiatives and projects related to Nakagawa Canal symbolizes the importance of SDGs and its key roles in sustainable city planning. This is part of the development projects and measures that included the revitalization of Nakagawa Canal. By revitalizing the canal, SDGs goals 6 and 8 are believed to be achieved, such as clean water and sanitation and decent work and economic growth. An International Canal Forum was postponed by full 1 year due to the pandemic, during which period Japan and other countries have faced challenge of the pandemic. And from the viewpoint of SDGs, I would like to make some comments. In 2020, some 150 people sunk into poverty, and the eradication of poverty has delayed by 3 years. Also, 1 million people is now in abject poverty, in addition to the fact that as many as 160 million people have lost jobs, with 1.6 billion children not being able to go to school. Regions and countries around the world now face the needs to enhance cooperation and collaboration, and against this backdrop, this forum is being held in a very timely manner. UNCRD's expectation for this forum is written on this slide. And this is an excerpt from our homepage as well. Revitalization of Nakagawa Canal can provide a good model from which people and countries around the world can learn a lot. Know-hows and learnings can provide a bread for thought for developing countries facing similar sets of challenges. Now, I would like to turn on to water and culture and their relationship to each other. This is one of the events UNCRD has organized. In February 2020, at GRIPS, we have organized International Symposium on Water and Culture. And we are one of the organizing member of this symposium. This was also the time when UNCRD opened its Tokyo office. Soon after, the International CANAL Forum was slated to be organized, but it had to be postponed by one full year. 260 participants from 43 countries has attended the symposium to look into the heritage of and about water, and cultural formation via water were the themes of the symposium. As shown on this slide, Their Imperial Highness have attended the symposium. Emperor and Empress were present. And the topic of the symposium was water and culture. Emperor have attended a number of international events on water in the past. This is an event held 2003 or 18 years ago. This is the World Water Forum held in Kyoto. He made a memorial speech on waterways connecting Kyoto and local regions. Back in Nara and Heian periods, people paid homage to the center of the country. And from the east of the country, payments and taxes have been delivered to the east side of Biwa Lake, and from the west of the country, those homage have been paid to the end of the Yodo River. Those of you interested can find his speech online. The fourth World Water Forum was also attended by the Emperor, then as the Crown Prince. On that occasion, he discussed Edo and water transport and gave a very good overview of the wetland and people's close connection to water. Fourth, I would like to share with you some excerpts from the memorial speech by the emperor. From 1983, for 2 years, I had an occasion to study at Oxford University in UK, to study the Thames in the 18th century. That was the period of Industrial Revolution and the accompanied sprawling of the London city. I studied what an important role played by the canal through the observation of the renovation and outfitting of the Thames River. There, I was particularly impressed by the locks that have been installed along the river. And at the very end, SDG-based city planning and canals around the world are to be discussed at the International Forum, and wishing for the success of this forum. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, from the International Canal Forum Nagoya, we'd like to call on the chairman of the planning committee, Eizo Hidashima, to explain about the purpose of this forum. So I serve as the chairman of the planning committee for the International Canal Forum Nagoya 2020. I would like to explain about the purpose of this forum for about 20 minutes. Initially, the Jakawa Unga Canal Art Company started to plan this, and then we set up a planning committee and executive committee, which led to our holding this meeting today. And the leader of this area, with everyone who's related, and to the planning committee, there are people from all over the world who are well-versed in these kinds of things, and they have become committee members. When I first heard about this, the Nakagawa Canal, which is quite lonely, and I thought holding that as the theme of a symposium is quite a big thing. I thought maybe we just have an internal party and that would be it. However, with COVID-19, this has become an online forum, and as I heard yesterday, a very large number of people have been applied to listen in. So many people regarding the waterfront or regarding the Nagoya waterfront have great interest. Once again, I was able to recognize this. The canal or the waterfront, we want to make it better. There are people who are working hard every day to do this. Individuals or corporations, or members of the local governments, administration, or since olden times, or some quite recently. There are a variety of different people. Personally, I am studying civil engineering, and the Horikawa and Nakagawa Canal, I have been dreaming of this area becoming more lively. And I do some sports on the water. And landscape researchers and consultants, we ask them to hold guides over the water. A variety of people are trying to improve the waterfront situation. And of course, the administrative organizations are important members. Sometimes they cannot come to the forefront, but the Nakagawa Canal, which is said to be #1 in the Orient, they have managed to protect this and bring it this far. And they have played an important role. There's no doubting that. From today until the day after tomorrow, wonderful and diverse guests will join us for lively discussions. Over these 3 days, I would like to show you the overall structure. And this timetable, I believe you have it in front of you as well. Today and tomorrow and the day after, broadly speaking, the contents are different. Today, this is like the introduction, the Nakagawa Canal, and what are canals? We want lots more people to recognize this. This is the day for doing that. To be more specific, we are now moving forward with the opening session, but after this, from New York, the waterfront has been brought back to life by BIG, and Dr. Kai will give us the keynote lecture. And the International Canal Forum Nagoya, we have been holding a lot of pre-meetings, and what Dr. Kai had to say, I was unable to listen in. But I understand that what he has to say is extremely interesting, and I look forward to hearing from him today. And today, this afternoon, we have the opening discussions, 1 and 2. Number 1 is regarding waterfront cosmology, art, consciousness, and the future. From Hosei University, we have Professor Jinnai, and we have a lot of other interesting participants to give us a wonderful discussion. And opening discussion 2. This is from JAPIC. There's an organization, and JAPIC is hosting this discussion, and this is for the Nakagawa Canal and for a variety of infrastructure across Japan. We will be discussing what we should do. They have been making proposals as an organization, and they have planned this discussion number 2, and regarding what should we do about Nakagawa Canal. They are probably going to give us a lot of proposals that we can think about. And day 2, tomorrow, on Saturday, May the 22nd, we have 3 sessions planned. The first is art and creativity, and the second is urban strategy starting from the waterfront, and number 3 is waterfront management supported by citizens and businesses. And all of these sessions have globally famous or extremely interesting canal or waterfront revitalization examples and people who were involved. And domestically, we have some Japanese cases as well. Through all of this, regarding each theme, theme by theme, regarding the future canal and waterfront ideal, we will have a discussion regarding what we need to do, and we are sure, great expectations that this will lead to new wisdom. In principle, the chair or the vice chair will be from the planning committee. In the past, with COVID-19, this meeting has been postponed for a year, and spending a long time, we've been doing the planning to come up with the contents that we think are going to be interesting. And the International Canal Forum, another thing that's important is it's not government-led. It's led by the citizens, the general people. Diverse people are involved. On day 3, in the morning, we will have a diversity session. In particular, Nagoya's waterfront, Nakagawa Canal, people who are actually involved will be holding the discussions. And based on their actual experience, I have expectations that, again, and in the afternoon from 1 p.m., we will have the final session, the Archi session, Everyone's Canal. We have a variety of things prepared. The future of Nakagawa Canal is being depicted, and we'd like you to take a look at these pictures and think about how you would like to see the Nakagawa Canal develop and change. And lastly, from 3 p.m., we will have the summary meeting and the declaration. Not limited to the Nakagawa Canal, but targeting canals across the world. We would like to send out a declaration. And regarding the Nakagawa Canal and the waterfront of Nagoya, we would like to move forward with proposals. In this way, after completing these 3 days, we hope that beyond that, the discussions will continue. In other words, the significance of the International Canal Forum Nagoya 2020, one is it is citizens-led, as I mentioned earlier on. And in particular, regarding Nagoya, this is a plan for revitalization after World War II. This went very well. And since then, in Nagoya, the local government has served as the leader, and it's gone very well regarding urban planning as a city. However, on the other hand, the voice of the citizens, it's very difficult for this to be heard. We believe that the foundations for that was set. And the International Canal Forum Nagoya 2020, this is not government-led or administration-led. So through this, between the citizens and the administration, we hope that we can come up with a combination of actions and events by citizens and infrastructure by the administration. We hope that this can be combined together well. And we need to think about budget allocation. We need to think about the timing of the execution. And regarding all of this, new wisdom will, through this forum, be born. Those are the great expectations that I have. And I do hope that everyone listening in online would like you to think about this for yourself. The Nakagawa Canal and the waterfront, regarding this, each and every one of us, what can I do? Please think about that. And on the 24th, the day after the forum is over, what will you be doing? Please look back and think about the next step and move forward. If you could do that, I would be grateful. So that's the purpose of the International Canal Forum. And at the risk of being repetitive, this is online, which means that a lot of discussion may seem like it's one way. So your questions, your opinions, we would be extremely happy to listen to them. And we'd like to react to your questions and opinions. So over YouTube, over Zoom, I think you are watching over those. And please utilize the chat function and send in your questions and comments. Or after that is fine. Canal Art Nakagawa Canal Art Secretariat would be happy to take your questions and opinions. And I do hope that this discussion will continue. And with that, I would like to end my explanation of the purpose. So these 3 days, we hope this is going to be intellectual and that you will be able to take part without being too official. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was Eizo Hideshima of International Canal Forum Nagoya, Secretary General. So we are now starting the 3-day forum. As has been already pointed out, we are welcoming a range of guests with a range of topics. Please do enjoy the event. And those of you watching this program are an important part of this forum in its creation. Now, from 11 a.m., we will be having a keynote speech by Kai Uwe Bergman, and we will have a brief break.